Shalom and welcome to all the gorgeous women. I am so excited to be bringing you the Rosh Chodesh Shvat video happening yesterday and today. So let's dive right in. So first of all, let's just take a step back. What we're doing when we learn about every single month is that we're understanding the entire cycle of the Hebrew calendar as a sort of spiritual technology, and really every single month offers us and gives us insights into the energies that are going on in that month. But a lot of them are also connected to the land, to the nation, to history, and this is kind of a whole mix that gives the essence of every single month. And it's a big part of our identity. It's a big part, I feel, of returning to like real Jewish wisdom, not just spiritual wisdom, not just halachic wisdom that's very religious and dogmatic, but really a full and integrated wisdom that brings the land and the history and the spirituality and the Kabbalah and all the things together. So this video is really here to kind of give you a taste of all the things that are connected to the month of Shvat, but most importantly, make it very practical and really, hopefully, you leave here with one thing that you can kind of take on with you for the coming month as we head towards the spring. So Shvat is really, it's like an almost underrated month. It's in the winter, and it's a transitional month between the winter and the summer. During Shvat, on the 15th of Shvat, there is a holiday called Tu Bishvat, which most of us know as like the birthday of the trees, but really Tu Bishvat has so much more depth in that, because what does it even mean, a birthday of the trees? So actually it's the new year of the trees, and it's a new year of the trees because once upon a time, the taxation on the fruit trees used to happen and be recalibrated on Tu Bishvat. So that's kind of how we got this date in the first place. But then later on, since we no longer have taxation of tithes in the land of Israel, it was like revived as a Zionist holiday. And today, everyone plants trees on Tu Bishvat, which is like really cute and really beautiful. And I actually read an amazing stat that like since the creation of the state of Israel, Israel has planted over 250 million trees, which means that we're like the only country in the world that has more trees in the past 100 years as before. So that's just one other cool thing about the land of Israel, if there wasn't enough. Okay, so let's take a step back. So during Tu Bishvat, the whole idea on a deeper inner human level is that winter is like a dark month. It's a month of rest. It's a month of not doing. But Shvat kind of comes as this like tipping point where, you know, during the winter, the roots are still digging deeper. And they say that on the 15th of Shvat, on Tu Bishvat, like the sap kind of begins to rise up the trees. And really indicating that the flowers are going to be blooming again. And really what this is here to teach us this month is that even when things look dark, even when it looks like we're going through a dark night of the soul, or that things are kind of unseen, things have already begun. And like our miracle, our next thing, it's already happening. We may not see it with our eyes like in this reality, but it actually is already happening. And that's why if we can use one word to kind of encapsulate this month, it's faith, emunah. Emunah isn't having a blind faith and belief. Emunah actually comes from the word emun, which is to train. It's about retraining our minds to surrender, to have faith, to know that there is a creator, to know that I am being taken care of, to know that they're drilling crazy across the street and I hope that you cannot hear it. So really the whole idea of Shvat is the idea of having faith in the becoming that is already happening. And I think that it's not just about having faith in a creator, in something outside of you that is in you and that we are it, but also having faith in ourselves, having faith in our decisions, trusting ourselves, like really learning to trust ourselves. I think that it's probably one of the biggest journeys of a woman and maybe of a human in general in this life is like really learning to trust ourselves, because we may have done some things that made us not trust ourselves. I can definitely attest for that one. A lot of people don't know this, but I told you that like on Shvat we kind of there's the original reason of why we have Tu Bishvat, and then there's like the more Zionist revival thing, but then there's also a Kabbalistic tradition called a Tu Bishvat Seder, which is like a Pesach Seder with 4 cups of wine and different things, rituals, but it is a Tu Bishvat Seder. And basically you have 4 cups of wine, you have different fruits, and there are different meditations on different fruits, fruits with the peel, fruit without a peel, with a seed, without a seed, and all of these things have deeper meanings. It's really cool, very spiritual. I do them for fun, but people like to get really into it. Really beautiful about the wisdom of every single month and every single holiday is that it really connects us to like the historical reason of why we do it, to the land reason of why we do it, to the spiritual reason of why we do it, to the communal reason of why we do it. Everything in Judaism has so many layers of why we do things, and I think that part of us stepping in to our identity, stepping into our role as Jewish women, is having the knowledge and knowing. I always say that a woman armed with ancestral wisdom is an unstoppable force, because I truly believe that like we're part of such an insane story. We're part of such a wealth of wisdom, and most of us, I mean, I didn't grow up with that, and I honestly even feel that women that did grow up with it, a lot of it feels sometimes not, and I'm not speaking for everyone, sometimes it feels a little bit detached, not embodied, a little bit dogmatic. And I think that there's immense power in taking ownership of this beautiful gift that we were given, and it's really exciting. Now, one thing that I did want to say is that the cool thing about Tu Bishvat being the whole taxation on the trees and then Zionist revival movement is that it really shows us how Judaism isn't a religion that tells you what to do and what to not do, and like that's where it ends. Judaism is actually a land-based faith, and many of our rituals are connected to this land, to Eretz Israel, which we were exiled from for so long, and right now we're back. We don't do all of these things, but it still was all there to show us how to treat the land well, how to create systems that don't just relate to the relationship between man and man and man and God, but also to man and land, man and man and man and land. So how we live together on this land, and I think that we all have a lot to learn about that for sure. So the reason that I like to bring this up is because Tu Bishvat is such an amazing holiday to kind of, it's not to prove, it's to remember that this land is an integral part of our faith. It's not like we have Judaism as a religion and the rules and all the things, and then like the land of Israel as this place of refuge. It's all together, and I feel like now is the time to connect that in the same way that Jewish women and women in general are returning to their bodies, to the wisdom of their bodies. We are returning to ourselves, and the nation on an individual level, and the nation of Israel is returning to the body, the collective body, the land of Israel, altogether. So, okay, I love you. Have an amazing Shvat. This is a powerful, a quiet power month. And I even got these nails done to kind of like symbolize that like we're still in the dark night of the winter, but like something new is arising from it. So wish you a Chodesh Tov, an amazing month. I really pray that this month will kind of give you the rest and the last kind of like dip before the rise. I also pray for every single one of us to have faith in the good that's coming, and to take every single thing that's happening to us, not seeing it as something that is happening to us, but seeing it as something that is happening for us, to learn to trust deeper, to learn to love deeper, to learn all the things that our soul came here to teach. Because one thing I was thinking about is that AI can do your thinking for you. AI can make your art for you, but AI cannot do the inner work for you. AI cannot do your tikkun. So may it be a month of tikkun. I love you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you next week.